Hey all, welcome back. So I'm going to do a review on a target camera. This target camera is from Desert Precision Gunworks. It's called the Eagle Target Camera. It records in 1080p, works off your Wi-Fi. You turn it on, turn your Wi-Fi on, find the camera, and you have to allow the permissions. And it's only one permission, and that is to record video. Which is good. You know, all the other apps that you have on, oh yeah, speaking of apps, there's an app for this camera to sync it. It's on the Play Store. I have an Android. I did see a video from him, from Kenny, from Eagle Eye Shooting. He did say iOS users, there's a few other steps that you have to do to get that app or to be able to use this camera. I did use this camera today. I tested it out in the backyard shooting my handgun, and it worked. You have to use a screen recorder to actually record video. This is my old S8 phone. It's severely broken and all that, but if I'm going to use this phone as a slave to operate this camera, I have to download an app for screen recorders, because this S8 doesn't have a screen recorder. S10 that I'm recording on now does. So to be able to use the two, I'd rather just use one for the camera, you know, this old phone for the camera, and then use my S10 to record videos record the video at the bench. It's not going to be a big deal, you know, for me. Just download another app, and that way there I can record the footage. But my S10 does have a screen recorder built into the phone, so, and you can zoom in on your target and then leave it set there. So, you know, if I'm using let's see, wait, hold on, you know, something like a primary arms, and I'm, you know, shooting at this target up here on the top left, I can zoom in right on that target. That way there, you know, it picks up the shots. And another nice thing about that is that I can use my old phone, and instead of leaving the camera running and recording video for, you know, 20 minutes and having to edit the shots, you know, I can just pause the camera, this camera, with the app. That way there, the phone isn't sitting there recording while I'm loading, you know, say magazines, or letting the barrel cool down or anything like that. I can just you know, hit the stop button, stop recording, and then you know, start it back up when I taking more shots. It's powered by an 18650 battery, so I'm assuming it'll last quite a while. It did come charged, but it did die while I was out there using it, so I don't think it was fully charged. No fault to Kenny at Desert Precision Gunworks. But so, and speaking of charging, I did have to modify the case. They ship with, at least mine did, ship with a charging cord, and it's the USB Mini. It's not the USB-C for Samsung phones, which would be great if I had that option, because then I would just use one cord. Anyways, so I did have to modify the opening for the charger. It wouldn't go in. So now it goes in perfect, and before it wouldn't even go in and plug in. So there's that's that. If you do order a camera from him, maybe he'll update the next ones that are coming out. I know they're out of stock now. So, and one more thing, nothing against Ken and the way things are, but this piece down here did break off. This fits in a tripod. Let's see if I can fix it. Anyways, it goes on the corner. It's like right here. And when I was taking it out of the tripod earlier, I went to pull it out, and that piece snapped off. So, but it works with any tripod mount. Let's see if I can put it in there right this way here, and sits in there just fine. And then if you're at the target, you know, you set this up and raise it towards your target. And one thing good about this, one thing I like about this, I should say, is that you can put this off to the side, and then in your phone you can zoom in, so this isn't sitting like right at the target. And you know, so hopefully I won't shoot this camera, but yeah, it has an on-off button. The indicator, when you connect to Wi-Fi, this will blink once, and then it'll let you in. It's green, and so that'll stay solid green. When you charge it, when you plug it in the back it has a little red light, and I haven't seen if it turns green yet when it's fully charged, because I was, you know, charging it and it's red. And ships with a 360-degree antenna, and from what he says, 300 yards. You could set this at your target, and if you're shooting at 300 yards, you go back to your bench and open up the app. And I would connect it prior to, you know, walking back to the bench 300 yards. But I would, you know, connect it, go back to the bench, and then open up the app when you get back to the bench, and then you can zoom in to where your target aiming point is. I'll say it that way. But it seems to be pretty robust. It seems to be waterproof besides the charging port. Does ship with this little plug that goes over your charging port, and even though I modified it, it still fits in there fine. So if you're shooting in the rain, if you're shooting in the rain, you know, put that in there obviously, and then keep the water out. But I probably wouldn't use this in pouring rain, but it works. You know, it looks like it would be waterproof, not water resistant, not waterproof. But so I'm gonna roll in some footage while I was out there at the target shooting today, and just you know, shooting steel, and that's that. So the price on this, it was like $50. well worth $50. So if you are in the market for a target camera, I would definitely look up Desert Precision Gunworks. He has other things on his website that he sells. Some of the things are out of stock, like Arken Optics. You can't find any of those scopes. They had the initial run on those, and now you can't find them. But I'll leave a link to his channel and to his website where you can order these. I pre-ordered this a couple weeks ago. I got an email because I was on the list of, you know, when they come available to please let me know. And it weren't 2 minutes after I received the email, and I went right on there and paid for it, and it was delivered today. So thanks, Kenny, and I definitely appreciate it. I've been waiting for this camera. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna roll in some footage and at the target, and I didn't talk while I was out there, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll catch you all soon. Bye.